Good morning. You're Ray No.
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
He does, Your Honor.
Just a second. Figure out what today is. Sorry, I'm getting there. Mr. No, in cause number 25, DCCR 0386, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of intoxication manslaughter with a vehicle from December 11th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And y'all have marked here aggravated. What is?
Defense counsel put that here.
Yeah, they charged it as aggravated with a vehicle, I believe. It was aggravating.
It's just a garden variety intox.
Yeah, I'm going to mark that out because I think that might have some
Different
context at sentencing that you may not want. All right, so it's how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
There's always going to be a trial.
Sorry, give me just a second to get to the other one. And then in cause number 25, DCCR 0387, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of driving while intoxicated with a child passenger from December 11th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of those cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Franklin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that first of all, it's the way this is written up is that you are pleading open to the court. There's no agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you guys, a couple things. I need the other one sent back. So is it on the trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal? On this case, the state jail, the admonishments were signed saying that they're waiving the right to appeal. And then on the certification, it's actually 2 of them were checked off. One is the defendant has waived the right of appeal, and the other is it's not a plea agreement and the defendant has a right to appeal.
It's not a plea agreement,
Right.
so that's correct.
Okay, so with everyone's permission, then I'm going to erase the check mark on the defendant has waived the right of appeal because it's not a plea, so he will have some right to appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Also, on each of the paperworks on the post-conviction waivers that you both signed, I will mark that out as well because that's saying that he's waiving his right to appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Objection.
all right, thanks. So,
Your Honor, I would note too, I think I had a few stray, I'm a left-hander. I think there's a few other stray marks on there that
Okay.
I tried to erase and wasn't able to.
Gotcha.
So if you see those, I apologize.
gotcha. We understand the left-handed issues up here. Ms. Werner feels your pain on that. Okay, so I want to make sure you understand a couple of things. You have an absolute right to have a jury come in and determine 2 things in these cases. The first would be to determine if you're guilty or not, and then the second would be if they find you guilty, you could leave your punishment up to that jury. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that right and you're leaving your punishment up to me in each of these cases, and is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Also, sir, do you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there any evidence that Mr. No is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir. In each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for a sentencing hearing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your cases, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Obviously, if there's anything important that you want me to know, get that information to Mr. Franklin. He will present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Do you guys anticipate a little bit of extra time on this one as far as witnesses or argument,
Just brief, not much,
but a little more than normal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if I were to set it at 11 on a docket date, we could, maybe an hour would be enough? Or do you
Yes,
think
Your
we
Honor.
need
I think an hour.
Okay, all right, so we'll reset it for sentencing and we'll just do it at the end of a docket so you don't have to sit and wait unless you have some other cases. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom and she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see y'all back at sentencing. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Smith, there you go. Good morning. Good morning, sir. You're Brandon Broussard? And Mr. Broussard, this is cause number 24, DCCR 1150. And in that case, you're charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury from April 20th of 2024. This was a final reset. The state was going to subpoena the complaining witness, Mr. Smith.
We did, we would call Lanielle Brianna Briggs.
Lanielle
Brianna.
Brianna Briggs.
Danielle, Brianna, Briggs. No response, Your Honor.
Judge, we have sent a subpoena to Ms. Briggs for this case to be here. She's not appeared. She's not contacted our office. We sent it both certified and regular mail. We've not received anything back. So this time we will file dismissal against Mr. Broussard.
All right, I will sign that. Mr. Broussard, are you and Ms. Briggs still in a relationship? Okay. Obviously, whatever went on wasn't a good thing. The case is getting dismissed today. My suggestion is to stay away from her so that there's no other issues in the future, all right? You're free to go, sir. Mr. Galmore, you have Andrew Pickerel. Good morning, you're Andrew Pickerel.
Good morning, yes.
And so, Mr. Pickerel, this is 24 DCCR 2480, charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. Before we go any further, I have represented Mr. Pickerel in the past when I was practicing. I don't know if that's an issue for anyone. There's probably some information, not with regard to this case, but just some other incidents where there's some information that I know just based on some other relationships as well and friendships. You guys might want to go visit real quick about that and let me know if y'all want to waive any conflict or if you want to stay. If you want to visit in the back, I'd be glad to visit about it as well.
Okay.
All right, so I'll just hold it for a few minutes. Good morning, sir. You're James Rucker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Rucker's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, the state would like a reset. I know this is unusual for the state to be asking for a reset, but there's some information the defense has that the state would like to see. And there's been some other events that have occurred that the state doesn't feel like moving forward with this for a trial is appropriate at this time. But by next month, it will either be a trial or a dismissal.
So, obviously, I guess you're okay with that. You have
We're
some.
fine with that, Judge.
What I'd like to do then, if this information could potentially be dispositive one way or the other, is I'd like to go ahead, let's get it off the trial docket. I'll just put it on a review or status hearing. If something happens and the case is dismissed, obviously, we'll take care of it. If not, it'll go right back on the trial docket. It's not going to delay it very much. Okay? So I'll just do a normal 30-day reset to just a status type docket. Stay in touch with Mr. Galmore. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're free to go. All right.